Luminous and Beautywicked
Yes.
at NORDICUSA.com, Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS. Cars are smarter than ever.
I think the only thing I didn't like was, and me and Colin were both talking about this, like we were under the impression that he was the killer.
Yeah.
And I knew there was going to be a demonic element because I read the little bit of the plot that we got.
Yeah.
But I just thought he was possessed in doing it.
Yeah.
But I do think that's, especially after reading that it was inspired by the John Benet Ramsey case, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I never knew about the doll.
I didn't either. So, at first I was like, I don't really know how I feel about it. But then I kind of sat with it and I was like, oh, I kind of like it. I found it illegally online, so I'm going to rewatch it
Yeah.
and get another take. The opening scene is phenomenal. It is so good because it's just Child Lee. You don't know it's her yet.
Yeah.
And she's outside in the snow. And it's like all this snow, this big white house. And Longlegs is like watching her. So she, weirdly, she's home alone. She goes outside to see what's going on. And then like it's just kind of panning around. And this kind of is a jump scare because Nicolas Cage's character is so scary. And it's like her just looking around, you don't see anything, and then it jumps to just like the lower half of his face with like his mouth kind of open, and it's so scary.
Yeah. I think of my face when I do the scary face.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. But it's like he's got these like cheek filler prosthetics to make his face kind of puffy.
Yeah.
And they almost gave him like a sloped nose. He had like this little cutesy nose.
Yeah.
And these like kind of big lips, but his hair is all like long and white and unkempt.
Yeah.
And it's gross. It's eerie. I prefer that over like, again, like a movie like The Nun where it's just this scary demonic figure.
Yeah.
It's so played out. It's not scary anymore. That looks like a weird person that you can see, which makes it scarier.
Yeah.
There are some parts of the movie that are funny though, because he just breaks out into song. And it's funny, but like, you know how when you're really uncomfortable and you laugh, it's that kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because like, what are you doing? And it was weird to see Nicolas Cage in like a horror movie role. Like you can still kind of tell it's him.
Yeah.
So, but he did excellent. It was very good.
Yeah. There was another movie where he played like this devil guy.
Yeah, I know he did a movie, I think it's called Mandy, where he's like that kind of character.
Yeah.
I know people rave about that movie. I haven't seen it.
I can't remember what the other is because it was on streaming and I saw it.
Then I was so mad. I didn't eat all day that day because I had to do this like, I had to do basically once an ad gets approved, we have to make resizes of it. So like, you know, you'll see like if you're on a website and it's like this little banner at the bottom or like on the side, we have to make those resizes.
Yeah.
Which are usually really easy, except for this ad was an HTML ad, which means it rotates. So you have moving pictures and moving words and you have to add like animations. That takes forever to do because you have to time it and move it so that, you know, the pictures aren't overlapping and that they're rotating correctly.
Yeah.
So having to do that with resizes means I have to, the pictures that they gave us, this was for the Miss Winona, the pictures that they gave us didn't fit on the resizes, so I had to go into another site, manually break apart each element of the picture. So her face, her name, and then the date and time or whatever. I had to do that for 4 different pictures. So I did that for probably 4 hours.
Wow.
And I was so stressed. It wasn't working. I was getting so irritated. So I was like, okay, well, you know, the theater's right next to Taco Bell. I'll just get Taco Bell. Taco Bell's closed at 7 p.m. They're just closed. And that's how that Taco Bell is. It's always like that. So I was like, okay, I'll just get food at the movies. I didn't want popcorn. And I was like, I'll just get chicken tenders. They didn't have chicken tenders. They had like popcorn, hot dog, and like nachos. And I was like, oh, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll just get a diet soda. So I had a couple cheeses, some blueberries, and a diet soda. But then when I was getting the soda, we noticed they have, you know how they have those like Coke Freestyle machines? they had this new soda, and it's like a promotional soda for, I guess, whatever Deadpool movie's coming out. And it's called Chimichanga Chaser.
Ew.
And I'm just curious about. Colin said it's probably just like Dr. Pepper,
Yeah.
but I was so curious about that. I was like, what does that taste like? But I didn't want to be disappointed. I just wanted my Diet Coke.
Yeah, I think they've come out with a pineapple.
Yeah,
This sounds
I think
disgusting.
it's an exclusive to like Little Caesars though.
Yeah.
It's like pineapple Pepsi. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds awful. I don't like pineapple flavored stuff though. So. I definitely have to go to the old apartment today because I'm out of sodas and my full cans of sodas is over there. I've only got a couple more bags left. I think I'm gonna move the bar cart today and then get the rest of my stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm just so over it. I just want to be done. I want it to be gone. I don't care. I did get kind of sad though because we got rid of that table that was Amanda's.
Yeah.
And we put it in the cage, and I saw that they had broken it apart.
Aww.
And they did not need to do that. Because I thought the whole point of that was like, oh, you're not supposed to put trash in there because it's furniture and it goes to donations.
Yeah.
No, they throw it away too. So best believe all the trash that I have left in that room is going in that cage.
Yeah. I mean, what difference does it make?
The piano, I was like, okay, I kind of understood because it was dead weight. It was so
Yeah.
heavy. So I was like, I get it. Maybe it was just going to be too difficult. That table was not that heavy.
So they have people that come around and break everything up?
Yeah. And that really bothered me.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing was like, we can't keep it. We don't have the room for it.
Yeah.
And we were going to ask Sophia if she wanted it back. But I think the whole reason of getting rid of that stuff because it's too hard for her to keep.
Yeah.
I mean, Amanda literally hand painted that table.
You could have done that. You could have took it and dropped it off.
That's
and
what I'm
said, well,
saying. I was like, well, maybe it'll go to somebody and it'll,
make them happy.
yeah. No. So that was a little disappointing.
Yeah, I get it because I don't like throwing usable things away.
No. I was going to keep it. I was like, I'll just put it in my room. But it's so big and awkwardly shaped. I just did
Yeah.
not have room for it. And I know it's just stuff, but it's like, it's
Yeah.
still sad.
Yeah, it is, and I'm that way. I have to repeat over and over. It's just stuff.
Yeah.
It's just stuff.
I mean, if it were literally anything else that had no kind of sentimental value, I would not care.
Yeah.
You want to break apart that drawer system thing, whatever, I don't care. But, like, that bothered me. So, yeah, they'll be getting all the trash. I don't care anymore. My quilt came. I got a pretty pricey quilt, but it is... I have never slept better in that room. It is so grandma-fied now that I just sleep like a baby. Because I was like, I have all this old stuff on the wall, but it's just not...
Needed something.
Yeah.
On the bed to go with it. Yeah.
And the bed pulled it together for sure. I also installed shelves from Target with no drill, so everybody clap for me. I did it with a
Yay.
little Phillips head screwdriver. Watched a video on how to do it. So yeah, the next project is going to be TV mounting, which all the videos I watched were like of 60-inch TVs, and I'm like, God, this looks difficult. But then I realized this TV's small,
Yeah.
so I should be fine.
Yeah. When you have the big ones, you kind of need two people.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I think I'm going to take that TV back today, and then maybe like Friday or Saturday I'll come down and just so there's an extra TV in case the boys want.
Well, I still have extras, so it's no big
Oh,
deal.
okay, cool.
Because I have the one that was in the living room.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. So I'll bring it when I come down, which will... I don't know when I'll come down. I haven't decided yet.
No biggie.
I always think like, oh, I want to hang out with boys, and then I'm there for 20 minutes and I don't want to anymore.
Yeah. I think that's not what Granny does.
So I was like, well, at least if I still come down Sunday, I'll still see them,
Yeah.
and I can take them back with you. Also, can we talk about this Trump thing? So, I found out through that text, and I still cannot figure out who that came from.